and Vanessa.
And we are late to the party. And you know what? It is kind of advantageous to be late to the party. Some of y'all were early to the party in watching this current match, and some things were spoiled for you. Unfortunately, they were spoiled for myself as well in terms of the outcome of this match. I do know who wins this match now.
I don't.
And that's the thing is, yeah.
That's because I was
She's
home.
a midday napper.
Yeah, I was a nap. I took a nap. Enough naps, so I took a nap today, and I did not see anything. So.
Yeah, which is kind of we're a juxtaposition of each other. I represent some of you, she represents the other. So yeah, you know what? It is a hell of a thing what Collider Video is doing, trying to get all these episodes up, shooting them. I don't even know if they're... I didn't know they were shot out of order. We just went, saw our match, did our match, saw our match. Then we ended up seeing maybe one more match, because that is going to be Top 10 versus Blofield's Cat, which is taking place on Friday. So yeah, we know the outcome to that one. We were present for it. We know obviously the outcome to our match, which is tomorrow. Some of you guys know that outcome as well.
Yes.
And then today, though, we had no clue the outcome until today, and it was just kind of all over the place. Yeah, y'all are very loose-lipped when it comes to every social networking website, and I tried to stay clear, but it was kind of everywhere. So it's a good thing you were out of commission for most of the day.
Yeah.
But either way, still, even though the outcomes are known for these matches, it's the journey getting there.
I was going to say, it's not about the end game. It's about the journey getting there.
Yeah, well, it's about the questions. It's about playing. It's about the entrances. Like
it's about
that,
having fun.
You don't get that when you know the outcome of the match.
Yes.
You want to see how it does play out. Granted, maybe some of the oomph is taken out because you know it, but either way, again, what Collider Video is trying to do with these editing and getting them all uploaded and...
They're working really, really hard to do all these.
It's crazy, yeah.
To do the 16-team single or team ultimate tournament match and the things that they have to do for this tournament to get this content out to you is a hell of a lot of work for them too, and it's just, I'm in awe of how much dedication they have to put into this. So sometimes, unfortunately, they're human.
Yeah.
It happens.
It doesn't always go according to plan.
Yes.
But you know what? It was a minor slip-up, and it doesn't ruin the game at all.
We still appreciate everything that they do.
But the whole thing is, too, they've been doing, like, 7 a.m. movie talks, and it's like, oh, thanks.
God.
Like, I'll watch the replay.
I know, like,
I can't do that.
Did they say why?
I don't know why. I personally, I don't know personally.
I don't remember.
But either way, we've got DC movie news versus Above the Line, which is a match that I'm really looking forward to because of the way that Above the Line played in their last match. Dominating. They were a perfect symbiote, if you will, Master Blaster going into this battle that they had against an Earthwatch. Will the same abilities come together for DC Movie News, or at least against DC Movie News? We know that they're pretty good in joining forces, but we've also seen Kalinowski get caught up in certain questions as well, but overall he tends to be a pretty strong competitor.
Yeah, I mean, he became part of the Perfect Round group.
Yeah, and then Gertler himself, I mean, he's a man of few words, but together they're a strong duo.
Yep.
So I just don't know how this one's going to shake out throughout the game, even though I already know the outcome. So we're going to do that now.
Now.
I'm not the only one who wanted to go a little bit of support though, so I brought some backup. I hope that's okay with you. Guys?
Oh, get out of here! Yeah, baby! We're doing it! Now we're gonna time! Girlers here! Yeah! We're doing this, okay? Yeah.
Still haven't seen that office yet.
I know, but now's our time. Now's the time we make an impact. The Schmoedown's been going on for 72 years. We haven't been here yet. Now's the time where DC serves the people right. Mike, you're our lasso of truth, man.
Oh, are you putting it in? Oh, no words, just action. Unite the league. On three, we'll say league. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
League! And your winners!
Nice guys.
DC! And your winners by way
like what Dan and Aaliyah said though about him being the best heel, because he is the heel behind the face.
The inglorious one, Sam
Wolf in
Levine,
sheep's clothing.
the Godfather, Drew McQueen, above the line. Drew, what MCU director also directed The Rocketeer?
Joe Johnston.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, the Godfather, Drew McQueen.
Oh, that was it? I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize he won.
That's funny.
Coming up next, you guys have DC Movie News. You're going to be taking on Adam Gertler and Mike Kalinowski, who, Drew, I believe you have faced in the singles before.
I have indeed, and that'll be quite the match. I'm curious to see how this one shakes out.
Are you now having, speaking of...
I'm not. This is not a crushing. This is not a to bash. I watched it, and that was a phenomenal match, guys. I wasn't sure if that's the way I wanted it to go, to be facing you guys, but Drew, I tell everyone from that first match we had, you're a machine out there. I'm surprised you don't have a belt with you yet, but I've kind of found my stride too, so I'm ready to go with this against both of you guys. This is going to be a team match. I wish you guys the best of luck, but I'm looking forward to it. Shall we, boys? Absolutely. Thank you very much, guys. Look forward to it.
Keeping it classy, Mike Kalinowski.
Not Wilson Steel. Not late to the party. Editing. We got late to the party.
That's so funny.
At least we got a little taste of our match.
Watch on our match, it'll be DC Movie News and it says above the line. Who you got?
They're probably going through our match with the fine-tooth comb now.
Welcome back to the movie Trivia Schmoedown. It is the Team Ultimate Schmoedown. It is round number 2. Quarterfinals here between DC Movie News, Mike Kalinowski, Adam Gertler going up against Above the Line, Sam Levine and Drew McQueen. And you know a lot about Above the Line.
I'll tell you what, man. Rachel and I were confident going in, but we knew Drew's strengths, we knew Sam's strengths, but you know, anything can happen. I've seen both of them lose before. I'll tell you, whew, they hit that 70s on the wheel, and buzzsaw, we knew we were out.
Yeah, look, these guys are really good, and what it seemed that was what was happening in that first round is if Drew would get something wrong, Sam would get something right, and vice versa. And I think that that's dangerous anytime a team can do that because they work very good together. But Adam Gertler and Mike Kalinowski are 2-0. They have proven that they also can work very well. They absolutely destroyed
Conniving guy.
Knocked them out in the second round, and 6
Flowers, the pudding,
and they were able to just kind of dispose of them fairly easy. So who knows what's going to happen here? DC Movie News is coming in, the highly ranked team. They again are 2-0, as where Above the Line is 1-0, and they all these guys really want a shot at that gold. So listen, we're going to hear some words from these guys. Not a lot of smack talk here, but here we go.
We really enjoyed our first round, our first match. We came in confident, and you know, we had it was not an easy match by any means. Certainly no knockout, and but it was a lot of fun, and I felt like we really clicked as a team.
I think that's the thing that now that we've played together once, what was clear was we got a lot of the same questions, but anything I missed, you got. Anything you missed, I got. And I feel like that is a really strong combination.
You're very sweet, but I don't think I missed anything.
Here we are, buddy. Round 2.
We're into it. I love him. He's always been that self-deprecating humor guy. It's kind of an opposite now. He's getting cocky. I love it.
I was a little nervous coming to this, but I feel good. I don't not too overconfident. I'm not getting cocky. I've seen that happen to myself before. I know how it plays with me. How you feeling though? Any nerves going on? Okay, well done. All right, but you know to control that, right? You know what you're doing, right? You got the strategy going. That's what I want to see. My boys here.
The fans were saying we're gonna beat the Patriots now. I mean, I applaud you. I appreciate your confidence in us.
It's nice to see the reversal of the sort of online skepticism for the last couple of weeks. Because look, understandably, we were an unknown quantity.
These guys, they know what they're doing, and I was able to watch them, and I've had first-hand knowledge of Drew McQueen. Now that man He is a machine. I've said it before. I don't know why he doesn't have a belt on his shoulder. It's a formidable task. We got a mountain to climb. We're here. You got your climbing shoes on? It's been yodeling up that mountain.
Well, it's going to be 4 gentlemen up there today, doing a little movie trivia.
And speaking of 4,
Yeah.
my attitude, I wanted to sum it up today.
Oh, please.
With a shirt that I wore, because I'm coming in confident, like Batman this week. So they should be nervous like Green Lantern. Because we're going to be smiling like Superman at the end. They're going to be dead like the Flash. So I wore this for you guys. We'll see you after.
It's quite an intricate shirt.
All right, now above the line, we have a lot of respect here. Like there could be a bunch of gentlemen at this table. 4 gentlemen sitting down to have a gentleman game of movie trivia. But guys, we want to go for the Patriots. We're going to be going after them, and unfortunately, you are in the way.
It's like Raj and Howard.
Like we said, above the line is determined. They're focused. They're also not going to take what happened after they won. So everyone's like, oh, wait a minute, that's the team that's going to beat the Patriots. How many times have we heard that before? Right. That either that one team is going to beat the Patriots, or there's going to be a team that there's going to be someone that beats Merle, or just because they're one good match. These guys know not to just hear it all, and they want to prove it. And with DC Movie News, Mike Kalinowski wants to be a champion. And here we go. So today is one step forward for him to get that shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a lot on line for these teams. As you move on, the pressure starts mounting on yourself, not just from the outside.
All right, give me a little bit of the tail of the tape here.
Yeah, DC Movie News. Well, we know their comic book movies are their strengths, unless it's a question about putting, but I think Mike has put that way behind them and proven.
See what you did.
That was, you see what I did?
See what you did.
Oh, yeah, you see what I did. I worked all day on that.
That's good.
But also their strengths include just movies of the day, 2000s, action adventure.
Lederhosen.
They are a very well-rounded team. Drew and Sam, well.
70s, 80s, 90s, action movies, lots more stuff.
Right. 70s, classics, Oscars, all of it's there. They are a very, very complimentary team right here.
All right, guys, so we are ready to go here. Ken, you ready?
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the
Movie Trivia Schmoedown!
Introducing first, with a record of 1 win, no defeats, the Inglorious One, Sam Levine, and the Godfather, Drew McQueenie, above the line!
What movie was this in? Tell us below, because I can't remember what movie this was in. I feel like it wasn't that long ago.
Either.
Hotel California, but Espanol.
Great choice, great choice. I can respect it.
I'll probably look it up at the end.
No, tell us.
Yeah, I know. And
Columbo-like research skills.
opponents,
Adam Wu.
representing the Popcorn Talk Network, with a record of 2 wins,
my.
no defeats, and 1 knockout. Adam, the Silent Assassin Gertler, and Mike, the Killer Kalinowski, DC Movie News. What is the performance not seen since the day of Shia LaBeouf?
Okay.
Wow. Really changing up.
Holding Out for a Hero has been very popular recently.
I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this.
Arby's used it.
Man.
I need a hero.
I mean,
Man. All right. Here we go.
I gotta tell you.
Always reminds me of Short Circuit 2.
It's not cold in there.
No, most of the times when I see a dance like that, I have to tip $1. But I'll tell you what, that was good.
Yeah. All right.
I gotta tell you how much I love you in the Wolf of Wall Street.
All right, guys. So here we go. Round number 1. Now let's get ready
To Schmoedown!
All right. Here we go. Question number 1 in the world of dramas. What screen name does Mark Wahlberg give himself in Boogie Nights? Shoot, stop. Right.
Look good, feel good.
5.
Oh my god, I can't
4,
remember what it was
Look
called.
good, feel good.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mike Kalinowski.
I'm
star, big bright shining star, Dirk Diggler.
That is correct. Drew McQueen.
That would be Dirk Diggler.
That is correct. Adam Gertler.
Dirk Diggler.
That is correct. Freaky weirdo. I love it. That's Sam Levine.
Exploding lights. Dirk Diggler.
That is correct.
I remember the name.
All right, here we go. Next question.
All right, guys. Question 2. Category comedies. Which Star Trek star directed 3 Men and a Baby?
You know I didn't know this?
I did.
You did?
I did. Don't ask me why. I did. I had a lonely childhood.
Okay, that's fair. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Drew McQueen.
That would be Leonard Nimoy.
Damn it.
Correct.
I was going to put Leonard Nimoy, but I put William Shatner
Correct.
instead.
Sam. That is correct. And Mike.
Leonard Nimoy.
There you go.
All right.
4-4. DC and above the line here. 4-4. All right, here, next question. Category of action adventure. What is the name of the Yakuza army in Kill Bill Volume 1? You just have gas.
Yeah, I had a lot of pizza during the
Damn it.
You're setting it up, aren't you? See, I know you still will. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't remember if it's 88 or 8.
Crazy 88.
That is
Damn
correct.
it.
Sam Levine.
Crazy 88.
Correct.
Nope.
What did you put?
99
I put Yellow
Oh,
Band.
wow. Where did that
Crazy
come
8.
from? And Drew.
I can't remember if it was 8 or 88.
Correct.
right,
So
but like
Mike
that's the lead.
Kalinowski missing. That's the first question he's missed in the first round
That's right.
in 2 matches.
That's right. That's right. Question 4, guys. Category is directors. Who directed the 2009 Mark Wahlberg drama The Lovely Bones?
Wahlberg did that?
I like a Wahlberg heavy first round.
Yeah.
I think we gotta pay more respect to Mark.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking what you're saying there. 5,
Yeah.
4, not as good as concerts. 3, 2,
Repeat the question,
Yep,
please.
that's 1.
All right. Who directed the 2009 Mark
I have no idea.
Wahlberg drama The Lovely
I just wrote
Bones?
somebody.
So did I.
Which could have been.
Oh, could have been.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Sam.
No, I
No.
can picture his face, can't write his name.
Kalinowski.
It's wrong, but Guillermo del Toro.
Incorrect. Drew.
That would be Peter Jackson.
That's correct.
That's
The other one.
Peter Jackson.
Yeah!
Wow, Gertler.
Adam Gertler's been perfect so far.
He has.
Perfect. There we go.
Drew.
Yeah, all right, next question here, guys. Horror/thriller. Who plays the computer hacker Elizabeth Salander in David Fincher's The Girl with Dragon Tattoo?
Wait, and which one?
David
Fincher's.
I haven't seen that one, but I like girls with tattoos.
Do you usually?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Mike Kalinowski.
Rudy Mara.
That is correct. Drew.
That would be Rudy Mara.
That's true. That's right. And Adam.
Rudy Mara.
That is correct. And Sam.
This time it came to me, Rudy Mara.
There you
That's
go.
right. All right.
All right.
Next
Those
one,
are
guys.
two
Question
N's,
6,
not
category
an N.
fantasy
Rooney.
sci-fi. Who directed the 2011
Spelling doesn't
sci-fi
matter.
western Cowboys and Aliens?
Drew McQueen and Adam Gertler. Perfect.
Sitting on perfect games here. Catcher's probably not talking to him at this point in the ball game.
Yep. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it looked like Jon
Pens down,
Favreau, whatever.
please. And Drew.
That would be Fabs, Mr. John Favreau.
That's
Right.
correct. Adam
I
Gertler.
spelled John wrong, but that's okay.
Wow,
That is
perfect.
correct. Sam.
Johnny Fabs.
Correct.
Look at that.
Mike.
John Favreau.
There you go. Look at that. Both
Robert.
talent- I mean, Gertler and Drew. Who would have thought?
This
Both together. All right, here we go. So next question here. Comic book movies. Who played Hellboy in 2004's Hellboy?
This first crowd didn't react more to that. Often they
that's a little easy.
react
It's an easier
angrily
one.
to questions they feel are easy.
Yeah.
Roller must be
God, I'm
off.
sucking
Yes.
on people's
5,
names right now.
4, 3,
It's been a long week.
1. Adam Gertler.
God.
Ron Perlman.
That is correct. Sam Levine.
That would be the non-billionaire Ron Perlman.
That
this
is
is
correct.
pissing me off.
And Drew.
Damn.
Wow. So now we're going to get into a thing here. If both Adam and Drew hit this particular question, they will both have a perfect round. We've never had that before. So
Never.
let's
We
see.
never had
Here we
two
go.
people.
All right,
That-
guys. Final question round
Face.
number 8. The category is coming of age.
Oh,
coming
gosh.
of age movies. In 2016's Edge of 17, Nadine forms a special bond with one of her teachers, Mr. Bruner. Who plays Mr. Bruner?
I can't freaking remember his goddamn name.
Think about it.
Oh my
Fish for it.
god.
And 5.
Go to another movie he's in.
I am, but I can't think of his name.
One
question.
Oh,
Okay. In
my
2016,
You got more time.
Edge of 17, Nadine forms a special bond with one of her teachers,
You'll
Mr.
get there.
Bruner.
No, I
Who
won't.
plays Mr. Bruner?
5, 4,
I don't know why I'm blanking on
2,
people's names.
1. Pens down, please. Sam Levine.
Woody Harrelson.
God
That's
damn
right,
it.
Mike.
J.K. Simmons.
And took the guess, but Drew.
Woody Harrelson.
Damn.
Woody Harrelson.
Perfect.
Double perfect.
Round. So here's how it's going to work, guys. So Mike Kalinowski and Sam will not be answering this question. So only Drew and Adam will be writing this down, same way you have been, except Sam and Mike will not be on this one. All right, guys. Here we go. Here is your bonus question. The musical Grease was released in what year?
1985.
What year was Grease released in?
Christian, I watched that movie a lot as a kid. I thought that's what high school really was like.
No, never mind. Why would it be in the 80s?
That's why I was asked to leave most classes.
All right, 5,
70 something? 70. I'm going 77.
3, 2, 1. Start with Adam Gertler.
77.
Is it correct?
Correct.
That'll be 1978.
That is correct. Drew hits his bonus.
Nice.
But you got to tell me that Adam
Welcome
Gertler
to the
with a
party,
perfect
Drew.
round there.
Unbelievable stuff
Adam
there.
Gertler and Drew. And that was the first time. So both Drew McQueenie now joining the club here.
Yeah.
Perfect round. Okay, here we go.
That was a heavyweight
starting to be a
fight,
big
round
club.
one, Christian.
All right, round number 2.
But you're at the top.
When everyone's in the club, nobody is.
Go number 2.
Go second. All right, so DC movie news.
Don't
You
do
guys
that.
Okay, Mike. So you're gonna give it a spin?
Kalinowski's
Yeah, give it a
spin.
spin.
Give
All
it a
right,
good spin.
Here you go, Mike. So give it a spin. All right, here we go.
Spin, but good spin.
Didn't grab onto the
a lot
peg.
of torque on that there, Christian.
He didn't grab onto the peg.
80s.
Stick with it. Nope.
Spin. 80s.
Stuck with it.
80s
Second
again.
spin coming.
Yep.
They have to take this one, no matter what it is.
Have
Wherever
to take
we
it.
go.
It might be going back to
2000. All right, so we're gonna go to 2000s here, guys. All right. In the film Frequency, who plays NYPD detective John Sullivan, who contacts his father
Jim
in the
Caviezel.
past via an old ham radio?
Jim Caviezel?
2 points. There you go. All right.
Billy
All right.
Costigan.
Who played
Did they say his
the
name?
243-year-old Mr. Megorium in Mr. Megorium's Wonderful?
Freaking Captain Hook.
I can't remember people's names right now.
It's Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin
2 points.
Hoffman.
2 points. Look at that. Adam
Take it
Gertler.
Seriously.
Yeah. What is the name of the character played by Snoop Dogg in 2004's Starsky and Hutch?
I don't remember.
Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear.
2 points.
Nice. I
Wow.
don't remember.
All right. Okay. Who played Patrick Wilson's wife in the 2008 thriller Lakeview Terrace?
I don't remember the wife. Sam Jackson was there though. That's all about fires in California
5,
and a racist cop.
4, 3, 2.
Danny
Multiple
Newton.
choice, please.
A. Taraji Henson. B. Jada Pinkett.
Kerry Washington.
C. Rosario Dawson. D. Kerry Washington.
Kerry Washington.
1 point.
That's 1 point.
All right, guys. You have 2 questions left here. Okay. In The Whole 9 Yards, Bruce Willis plays an infamous contract killer who shares a nickname with what kind of flower?
Jimmy the Tulip.
Jimmy the Tulip.
2 more
Right.
points there. All right. So now taking a
Dustin Hoffman would have killed me though. We would have had to go to multiple choice because I wouldn't be able to pull that.
Who plays Captain James Wilkins of the British Army, who was forced to burn the church full of people in 2000?
Jason Isaacs.
Patriot.
Oh, who was forced to? Adam Baldwin.
5, 4, 3,
Adam Baldwin.
2.
Multiple choice.
A. Jason Isaacs. B. Jared Leto.
Adam Baldwin.
C. Tom
Jason
Hardy.
Isaacs made
D.
him.
Adam Baldwin.
It was Jane from Firefly.
4, 3.
Isaacs.
No.
Correct.
That'll be Adam Baldwin.
1 point steal there.
Yeah.
So
That was a trick question.
Taking the steal. But
Forced.
DC Movie
Yeah.
News gives
Forced
them
was the
a
key
little
word
bit of
there.
5-point lead here on Above the Line. They got to hope that Above the Line hits a category maybe that they don't know very well.
That might be hard pressed.
All right, no,
That's hard pressed to find that.
All right, guys. So now Above the Line here is down by 5 points, but it's their time to spin. Drew, give it a spin.
Here
we go.
for the spin.
That's a good spin. We can deal with it.
All right.
Oh man!
Wow.
Bro, Rachel Cushing, I'm gonna go heel over this bullshit.
Oh wait.
Right?
It's
All right.
70.
I think we'll take it.
Right?
All right.
Got that magic touch.
Here we go. All right, guys.
Oh
And just for
man!
the record, Drew says to me right before he goes, "Do you want to spin?" I go, "That wheel fucking hates me. You do it."
Likes him. He's the guy, but they're scared. The wheel's scared of him. So here we go.
All right, guys. First question, you get 6.
Wow.
In what 70s science fiction film does Bruce Dern star as ecologist Freeman Lowell?
The one with the big blimp.
Silent running.
That's
points.
correct. 2
Or
points. Who played
Discuss this.
the robot gunslinger in 1973's
not Yui Bowl.
Bill Brenner.
Bill Brenner.
Brenner.
2 points for Drew McWeeny there. 70s.
Yui Bowl's
working up. Okay.
horrible
In
director.
1975's The Man Who Would Be King, what song does Sean Connery's character sing before he tumbles to his death?
Put it on the Ritz. I don't know.
I've got it.
Okay. A, God Save the Queen. B, Danny Boy. C, Scarborough Fair. D, The Minstrel Boy.
Danny Boy. I have no idea.
We're gonna go with Danny Boy.
Incorrect.
Scarborough Fair?
DC didn't know they were going to have it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go Scarborough Fair.
Incorrect. D, The Minstrel Boy.
All right. Well, that was.
All right.
There was a boy
that
in
was
there.
nice here.
Fourth
Drew
question.
McWeeny proving he's human. Yeah.
Fourth question. What was the final movie in the Planet of the Apes series to be released in the 1970s?
The Return to Planet of the Apes? The Revenge of Planet of the Apes?
Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Jedi. The Apes Strike Back.
3,
Frick.
2.
Okay, we're gonna say Conquest of Planet of the Apes.
Incorrect.
Oh, he should have won multiple choice.
Beneath the Planet of the Apes? Incorrect. Battle for Planet of the Apes.
Wow. All right. All right. So.
All right, guys, question 5. Who stars as a critic obsessed with Casablanca in Herbert Ross's Play It Again, Sam?
Woody Allen.
That's correct, 2 points.
Points.
Final question in this round. In Deliverance, who plays Lewis, who suffers a
John
bad
Voight?
leg break?
Or Burt Reynolds?
or something?
I want to go John Voight. Maybe. I have no idea.
Must be
5,
Burt Reynolds or something.
4, 3.
Sure can.
Second one.
In Deliverance, who plays Lewis, who suffers a bad leg break?
5, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
A, Ronnie Cox. B, John Voight. C, Ned
I'll
Beatty.
do John
or D,
Voight.
Burt Reynolds.
5.
Burt Reynolds, John Voight are the only people I know.
John Boyd.
Or all I know in this movie.
5, 4, 3,
Wow.
2.
Ned Beatty.
Incorrect. Looking for Burt Reynolds.
Damn.
Ooh, tough.
It was one of the two. Those are the only
Wow,
two that I know
so
that are
only
in
a
that
1 point
movie.
lead
1
here.
point lead on 70s?
1 point lead on 70s here.
That's okay. We'll take it.
We're in still.
Yeah.
All right,
Wow.
so guys,
This is a good game.
Yeah. That's crazy.
look at DC.
You could tell they were struggling
DC
through
really
those
is
two
ecstatic
above
that
the line
only
was.
got out of that with only 1 point behind. All right, so guys, so now this is a fight here. We get into round number 3, and it works like this. The competitors
Sometimes
are
they don't
going
go
to
your
get
way.
3 numbers. 3 numbers, guys.
9, 3, and 12.
9, 3, 12. DC.
Go for it, buddy. I'm sorry. What numbers did you pick? Can you repeat the numbers? Is that
They pick 9, 3, and 12.
Look, he's in it too. He gave up that whole I'm not talking act. He's like,
4,
4.
15,
They're in
and
it.
17.
All right, 4, 15, and 17. All right, so DC movie news.
Yeah, B
DC
kind of
movie
has to
news
talk
will
though.
get a chance.
So much
here
writing
to
on it.
Just throw it
Yeah.
right back to above the line. If they hit their 2-pointer here, they chose category number 4.
you could see
That's
it in
I like
his
his
eyeshadow.
shirt.
horror thriller.
Fight like a girl.
All right, so who's taking horror
For
thriller?
a thriller. But he doesn't seem confident about that.
Oh, us?
Yeah, it was your turn.
Oh no.
I'll take it.
All
There's
right, here we go,
fluster
Mike.
about.
Who directed 2002's The Ring?
Damn it.
The ring?
The ring.
It wasn't Lei Wan Al and it wasn't James Wan. But it could be. I don't remember. I think Conjuring was the first time they split off to do their own.
4, 3.
I'll say
Wes
James
Craven?
Wan.
Looking for Gore Verbinski.
Oh, really?
Damn.
All right, so
Really?
now we go to Adam Girdler. We stay
Wow.
on. We stay with DC.
Wow.
Big miss there by Kalinowski. As we
I don't
go
know why
to
we went
Girdler.
Owen Wilson.
Because every time
your
you say,
category
wow, it's
Wow.
Coming of age. Coming of age. All right. Name the James Ponsoldt film that stars Miles Teller as a freewheeling high school student who parties hard and wakes up on Shailene Woodley's lawn.
summer something. Damn. Yeah, see, they don't know. Summer something.
4,
Summer
3.
something.
Somewhere in the time
Repeat the
of.
question,
That's
please.
your last one. Name the James Ponsoldt film that stars Miles Teller as a freewheeling high school student who parties hard and wakes up on Shailene Woodley's lawn.
I want to say summer something. I think summer is in the title, but I don't remember.
3.
Maybe you're thinking 500 Days of Summer?
No.
Looking for the Spectacular Now.
Oh,
So because
Spectacular
DC missed
Now.
their
I knew there was
2,
an S in
missed
there.
their 3, they
That's
have
a
the
tough one.
17.
Yeah.
If they hit this, it'll bounce back to above the line. However, if they miss, above the line will win via TKO. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. All right, so your final question here, guys, in order to throw it back to above the line. You got Oscar movies. Oscar movies. 2 actors have won Best Actor in consecutive years. Tom Hanks was one. Who was the other one?
It could be anybody from any level,
It could
too.
be anybody from, yeah, you're right. Tom Hanks.
Wasn't Denzel?
No,
It's probably farther back.
probably.
4,
Yeah.
3,
Nope, and they can't
2.
spread it out.
1.
James Stewart.
And your
Damn.
winner
Damn.
by way
Those sucked.
Yeah.
Drew McWeeny above the line.
That 1 point did him in.
Tracy. Spencer
Spencer
Tracy.
Tracy.
I love
was
Spencer
the
Tracy,
answer.
and it's a mad,
Again,
mad, mad,
little
mad world.
anticlimactic there because DC
He's,
fought so
Officer
hard
Culpepper.
and only to lose it by
Or Sergeant
the
Culpepper.
numbers. It's the numbers. They picked 3 bad numbers. Now we're going to throw to Emma Fife, who is sitting with both above the line and a very disappointed DC movie news.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Emma Fife here with the yet again victorious team above the line. Sam Levine, Drew McWeeny. The 2 of you are turning into quite the unstoppable force.
Well, here's what I will say: a sloppy win is still a win. We were not necessarily as intimidating and as commanding as we were in our first match. We had some slip-ups there in round 2, but we got pretty lucky with DC Movie News' random number picking and the questions that came with those.
That is absolutely true. I know 70s is usually such a powerhouse category for you guys, and it wasn't bad, but it certainly wasn't the outright devastation that I think everyone, and especially your opponents, DC Movie News, were expecting it to be.
Well, I think that's one of the things about, you know, the movie knowledge. I know Man Who Would Be King, but which song does he sing at the end? Well, okay, that's when was the last time I saw the film? So some of these, like, even if you know the movie, even if you're familiar with the material, it really is, and they should be challenging.
Yeah.
You know, they don't call this movie easy.
That
So-
is absolutely true. I mean, and the deeper we get into the movie trivia Schmoedown, the deeper the sort of movie trivia knowledge seems to get on every subsequent round. So you guys definitely held your own today, came out on top. But I gotta say, that first round, super impressive across the board. But McWeeny, you and Adam Girdler went neck and neck that entire time.
That was fun, and that's just one of those things. Again, you get a run of questions where you're like, "Oh my god, all right," and it just feels right for a little while. Look, you have runs in this thing, and that's one of the things you learn after you do it a few times. Is when it's
you go.
working,
Look at that.
and when you're on a streak.
Good
It's a great
showmanship. He
feeling.
knows how to
So,
do it.
Well, a very impressive performance, I think, on the part of both teams today. But you
Sometimes
guys,
you get runs after you
did
compete.
edge out the other team, as you say. Their random number picking
The
definitely
Bee Gees, the Bubble Guts.
not in their favor in round 3 there. Then both of you guys are competing in the singles tournament here as well.
I'm still waiting, and I'm very excited. I know I think I'm going up against Bibiani in my first match. I'm eager.
Good luck.
I'm eager to be.
I'm excited as well. I'm going up against JTE, and I've never battled someone with his own rule before.
Well, there you go, and I cannot wait to see you use that rule against him, Drew McWeeny, as I'm sure you will at some point during that match.
I have one question.
Yes.
If I don't know if this is your department or whatnot, but if we can somehow make this room more like a Bikram yoga studio for the next match.
Sure.
Is it hot?
I don't know if the sweat running off of the brow is good of a giveaway enough, but
I'm actually going to wear a
come
sweatshirt
across
under
as
the
much in
blazer
the
next
critically
time to make
acclaimed
sure
match,
that
but I
I'm
was
extra
like,
hot.
yeah, it's 100.
I was wearing windbreaker though.
Perfect. I'll see what I can do. Maybe we can just get
it
an
was.
open oven in here. That I think would really help. And maybe some humidifiers. Perfect. Well, congratulations again, Team Above the Line. We'll see you in the next match, and we will be right back with DC Movie News. And we are back with Team DC Movie News, who are understandably a little disappointed today after what I have to say was an incredibly strong round one, and really not terrible round two, especially given
Hard
the fact that
questions.
you guys, I know, were very concerned
Very hard.
that Above the Line spun
For
that
us
70s
and them.
category. You thought it was going to be absolute devastation, but you guys really hung in there.
I'm torn right now. I'm torn
Okay,
between
all
I'm
right.
torn between getting upset and going heel and that damn 70s again 3 times with Queenie now. But it's the fate of the wheel. It's how the game is played. But we had an incredibly strong. Like first of all, I was not happy with my performance, but this guy here.
You were
On that first round, and then getting with the bonus by 1, it was a date, and he got it won by 1 year. This guy is the MVP. People were doubting him last time about Andy Dufresne didn't know this or that from our last match, but this guy, I'm so proud of my teammate here. Going in our second round, we got a good category, and we did well. We didn't lose one. We had to go to multiple choice a couple times, and then 70s. But when that came up, you guys saw my reaction. You know how I felt. I'm sure you guys watching, you felt the same way. But it wasn't as strong as they wanted it to be for them. We had a chance to steal a couple, but we were both in the dark, right? Yeah, on those. Going into the third round, I mean, I didn't count us out because this guy, he's a wild card. He's a wild man. And we were in it. We were down by 1 point, and we had 3 numbers to pick. 3 numbers to pick. 3 numbers, and I have never... Okay, so last 2 matches, I didn't go to the third round. We didn't go to the third round, our last team's match. We didn't make it that far. We didn't have to go that far.
right. You knocked
So
them out
it's been a
before.
while since I've been in a third round. Pick the numbers. I've never seen worse 3 numbers for teammates than that third round for us. There are times I've seen a 5-point question. Who is Bruce Wayne's butler? That's a 5-point question. And what we got there, it's the number. It is the game. I'm not going to get mad about it. I'm not.
It's true. I think that this match today really
Cookie
reached
crumbles.
into the
Yeah.
depths of your movie trivia knowledge, asking you to really pull out all the stops in order to score as many points as possible. And as you say, you were optimistic going into round 3 because round 2 ended up not being nearly as much of a devastation as you thought it was going to be.
I'm sure people watching home were like, "Oh, we're done."
Yeah.
And we weren't. We were in it. We like the true heroes. You knock us back down, we get back up, we keep going.
And it really just boils
and
down
then we
to...
just got knocked again.
You just
the luck of
you
the
just
draw,
want to
or
wait.
in this case,
Slow down. Let's do it
bad
again.
I
luck
know.
of
Hit the
draw.
reset
Classic Mark
button.
Wolf is shaking her head at that ring question, and but those other 2,
So it was with Team
what
Action.
can you do?
It's like you heard those questions come out.
and get picked back up.
Sucks.
It's true.
But
And it-
you know what? Look, I think look at this team. This was not my match. This was not my match. This was this guy's match. This proved that we are a powerhouse team.
absolutely.
We know our stuff. This guy just showed in that round 1 how fantastic he is. My round 1, the last game, was fantastic. We're in this. We're not going anywhere. We just got to play. The luck's got to be on our side, and
It just
horror movie
wasn't
kids are watching.
today.
Not today.
As you say, if nothing else, today we proved that both of you are incredibly strong competitors because, as we say, it just boiled down to that round 3 and picking random numbers that you have no control over whatsoever, really not working in your favor. Again, Adam, perfect round 1. Unbelievable.
Going into this, so looking at the brackets ahead and what's going to which, there is a team
McWeenie's was
that
more
we
perfect.
have not had a chance to face yet. They've been, I think, even on the opposite side of our bracket. There are some smack talkers. I watch the Schmoedown on the Facebook page. I go to all this. There are these 2 kids that come in and the mouths on them, and to see. And at first, I was talking about them. Like, okay, they spun action twice in the first 2 rounds. You know what? Hey, they spin something else. They do well. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll give them some respect, and they did that. And now they've proven that they are a team. But still, I see the attitude, the disrespect on the Facebook page with all the fans they throw out there, and they go after our manager. They go after our Wonder Woman. Team Action, I'm putting you guys on notice. we're coming for you.
Listen, if nothing else, I think Team DC Movie News, it is your duty here in the Schmoedown to uphold
Got a couple
justice.
more ways to get there because
What did I
they've
say
been
before?
doing
I was going
a
after
hell of a
singles,
good
going after all the
job
heels.
getting there.
That's what I wanted. That was my mission in Energy to
the
this
point
and that.
where it's like
Singles, tournaments, I'm going after the
Okay,
heels. I'm knocking them out. I knocked Miss Movies out of there. We knocked that team out of there. Team Action, they say they're the new heels. We're taking them down before they even get started.
Well, they may not be continuing in the Ultimate Schmoedown tournament, but we will definitely be seeing Team DC Movie News again today. And though you were not winners, you're still heroes here in the Schmoedown. Now, back to you, Ken and Christian.
Thanks, Emma.
All right, as you see, Mike Kalinowski very upset about the having those three, knowing that they had it in their grasp, knowing that they made it a fight and they just couldn't hit those three questions.
Yeah, they got in the ring and they slugged it out with some major competitors. Because DC
They
is
were
a
in it.
major competitor as well, too. Let's not forget, this is what the tournament's about.
They were 1 point away. All they needed to do was hit that two. They could have thrown it back because the same fate could have hit above the line. They just couldn't hit one of those questions. That's happened a couple times in this tournament so far. And now you hear Drew and you hear Sam. These are two guys that are ready to go. They want to play. Drew McWeeny now, he has become a big force here in the team lead.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Sam has got to feel like this. A lot of times he's yelling and screaming about the wheel, categories, rules. He's just winning and having a great time.
Well, he's had his luck. I think that ever since that match against Dan Merle, his luck's kind of spun. You know what? Ever since the free-for-all, the luck has just changed because he went from he would win a big game and then he'd lose one, but now he picks up Drew McQueen. He's doing very well. He's going to be entered up into the singles tournament. Now he's going to be going up against William Bibiani. What do you guys think? Make sure you comment, like, share, do all of it. That's how we get more exciting matches like the ones you got today, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Go to the Schmoedown Rundown on the SK Plus channel. Make sure you go to the Facebook page. Comment, like, everywhere you can. Help us out. For Ken Knapsack, I'm Chris Narlow.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown match? Josh McCouga here with your fantasy update post. Josh, I just stepped outside for 2 seconds. Cody, so, well, it's the heat wave here. DC News, above the line, pulling out a big win with DC News, Movie News, almost pulling out. They missed all 3 questions in the final round. It could have been a huge fantasy day for either team. Instead, it was a TKO, and that's the breaks, fellas. That's the breaks, ladies. That's the breaks, fantasyers. I'm just going full unisexual. You guys get it. Listen, if you don't have either team right now, and you're in a league and they're just looking at you, pick them up. I'm saying maybe put up 3 solo acts to try and get them as a team. Lay out your whole team, because they could be the Goliath that takes you into championship mode against the Patriots. They are a fantasy scoring machine. They're going to hit 16 points, possibly in round 1. That's ridiculous. That is so many epic fantasy points. Beautiful team, beautiful people, not a lot of flair, a whole lot of action when it comes to fantasy. I'm Josh McCouga. It's too hot to keep going. See you next time. Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
I like that little cut. Aw, draping the jacket across him. Rest in peace, Cody. We hardly knew thee. So, one, with them calling out Team Action, I don't think you get to. I mean, the thing is, though, is they originally were supposed to have their battle. It was supposed to be DC Movie News versus Team Action, but then the tournament started up, and it just didn't end up working out that way. But I feel like, depending on Team Action's success, if they end up getting high into the echelons and end up going and beating either top 10 or Blofield's Cat, whoever comes out on the other end, and end up getting to the end, like, they won't be able to touch Team Action for a while, especially if Team Action ends up going and winning the belts against the Patriots. And you know, it's Team Action's a little out of reach right now because their trajectory is kind of shooting while DC's just kind of dropped.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Team Action's going to happen anytime soon. Other than that, though, we have seen some of the, you know, rivalries that would have been, but just didn't end up happening. But you know what? They can come back later. Same thing happened with Robert Meyer Burnett and Tim, where it was like something started cooking, but because of scheduling and Robert Meyer Burnett had to dip out and actually stepped in, like that got pushed back into the echelons, and it may come back around sometime again. So maybe this is Team Action and DC Movie News' chance to come back around and meet up the way they were originally supposed to meet up when they called them out a while ago. That felt like ages ago. I think it was like after our match.
It was a while. I think so.
It was after our match with them that the whole DC, like, they called out DC Movie News, I thought.
Yeah.
And then Roxy we're thinking. What does he say? We're working things through, or like when they were going to say he was going to. What isn't Roxy your girlfriend?
I don't remember.
We're making some decisions. I don't remember what Ben said, but either way, like that whole thing died off, so it may come out again. But either way, Above the Line
did good.
They did pretty good. 70s though. That's what happens when a category you think you know.
I know.
Ends up not going your way.
It could happen.
It did happen, and it just happened to them.
That's true.
So, other than that, though, I mean, big match coming tomorrow. You got us versus the Wolves of Steel. And then we've got Top 10 versus Blofield's Cat on Friday. Kalinowski, though, he can't hold that face very well. I mean, you could have a rugged face.
I was going to say it's understandable, though, too. He could just become Batman. I mean, Batman is a good guy, but he's very rugged and disgruntled type superhero, so he is a lot like Batman right now.
Okay, so that could be where like Aaliyah and Dan that are running the All the Belts podcast from Nerd Build, like they were talking about how he's definitely like he's a true heel underneath, but it's like Batman technically is kind of a heel underneath the hero guys. Like he does things that are considered a little too extreme, at least now with what's going on in the DCEU. But all in all, I could see that. I could see him more as like the take no prisoners, I'm going to be an asshole to you, but I'm still good. That's kind of what Roca has going on right now. Except not in hero form. He's more in the cowboy western style. The Yul Brynner style of outlaw, literally. And he's more of like the hero version.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, that does kind of make sense. He's still the face. But he did mention like 2 times in this match about going heel over this. So his anger swelled. It got the best of him just a smidge. But all in all, I mean, it was a tight match, close match. Adam did an awesome job, as did Drew.
Yeah, they did great. That was a close match all the way to the end. Even though that DC Movie News got TKO'd, it still was a good match.
Bad rap with those numbers, man.
Yeah, it's any way that those numbers are gonna go.
Yeah, and sometimes it just goes out the window.
Yep.
And that's kind of what happened here. You just had 3 questions lined up that were just garbage.
That you just didn't know.
Yep.
It happens.
It does happen. And hopefully that does not happen tomorrow with the battle between us and the Wolves of Steel. We will not have a reaction for that match because no one's available, and we're gonna go watch it. Because we've been waiting like crazy for it. So if you're going to be...
Sorry. I know that there's probably going to be a lot of people. Why don't you do one? You could do one later.
We're going to do it
You're
for
late
critically
to the party.
acclaimed. Yeah, well, everybody wants to watch it. So we're not going to make people wait later. And then it's just not genuine if you bring them in after they already watched it. Because, everybody... That's the biggest
and then people
complaint.
are like, well, you guys could just do it yourselves.
Okay, so I'm like Vanessa the troll over here, like giving us, we know all the outcomes that could happen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you want us to do. We're not doing a reaction for our own match tomorrow. We didn't do one for critically acclaimed.
It's just the way that schedules because we would, if we were to react to our match, we want to have other people in there as well that don't know what happened in that match, and so it would. I just feel like it would just be boring.
It doesn't.
Us too.
Yeah, it doesn't work. We were there. We saw it. We lived it. But you know what? Now you guys get to live it tomorrow. But all in all, I mean, we're real excited. Again, when we film these matches, we don't get to see what the pre-interview is, the post-interviews are. Like, we end up leaving the room just so we can experience them ourselves.
Sometimes we leave the room because we got to change.
So, yeah, it's costume changes and stuff. Speaking of which, costume change coming tomorrow. But all in all, I mean, we do limit our viewing of what's going on with the other team so we can enjoy it our own when we watch it. So granted, you get a reaction out of that, but it'd be a whole lot of like just cringe because we're watching ourselves. Like, it's easier when there's other people around us because then it just doesn't feel like we're just hating on ourselves for what we didn't get and praising ourselves for what we did get. It's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah, like, oh, why did we get that, or why did I say that? It's just, yeah.
It's and if you go back and watch the team action, like we sit there yelling at the battle of us in team action, like, you should have stuck with it, you should take it. Like, we're just screaming at ourselves.
It happens.
But it was more for show with the people around us because it was funny. But
because they didn't know.
Yeah, but we were there, so it just doesn't make sense. That's why we're not doing it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You guys enjoy it. It'll be out there.
But
We'll
we
just
will be
steal.
back on Friday with the.
We haven't even we haven't talked to Dan and Aaliyah yet, so they may be there for the top 10 versus
Yes.
Blowfield's Cat as well. Get a little bit of all the belts podcasts in there.
Yeah, we might even get some other returning faces here soon.
Yeah, I mean Tim. If it wasn't for the car trouble, Tim would have been present for the one with Team Action that we did yesterday. But unfortunately, car trouble, that's still in limbo right now. So all in all, again, life. It's hard. It's hard for us. It's hard for the poor Collider guys. It's hard for you guys to keep track of all this stuff. I mean, it is a lot. But we appreciate you guys keeping track and watching and joining us for all of this. You can check out. We just did a reaction for Daddy's Home Trailer 2. We're going to have an It review coming out tomorrow, the next day, sometime for the weekend. So you can be on the lookout for that. You can like and you can subscribe.
And you can do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. Stardust.
All the social networking gin joints. You know where they are. You can hit up the Patreon, help kick into the party, help fuel the party, gets us where we need to go, like Collider Video. Tell us what you thought in the comments below. And until next time, head to Collider. You tell them what you thought. You like, you subscribe,
go comment. Just don't say comment, like actually say something.
Be constructive. There you go. So either way, thank you guys, and as always, now it's time to say goodbye. See you Friday.
Bye.
Bye.